throughout man's existence. We have been obsessed with immortality, from the elusive fountain of youth to the more recent movie Tangled. It has been an important element in stories throughout the ages. But what if I told you that legitimate scientific research is occurring on the possibility of living longer and healthier? Perhaps one day living for hundreds of years will not be something of fairy tales. The key to longer and healthier lives might lie in telomeres. Telomeres are stretches of DNA at the end of chromosomes that do not code for anything, but protect our actual genetic information during cell division. Every time our cells divide, these sections shorten, until eventually, they get too short and genetic information is damaged. When this occurs, the cell either commits suicide, continues to divide as cancer cells, or inactivates. Each of these reactions are decided by two checkpoints during the cell cycle, the first of which decides whether the cells will be cancerous or inactive. If there is a mutation in the p53 gene, the cell will continue to divide into cancer. If the p53 gene is intact, the cells will become zombie-like. These are called senescent cells. The second checkpoint is luckily p53 independent, so the only thing that comes from it is programmed cell death. There are obvious unfavorable effects from cancer, but senescent cells that build up in the body cause harm and are accredited to cause many of the symptoms of aging. For example, senescent cells harm tissue surrounding them, and are linked to diabetes and kidney failure, as well as other diseases associated with aging. In an experiment with mice where senescent cells were removed, the mice acted younger, had lower chances of developing cancer, and had a 30% longer lifespan. Within the nucleus, telomere shortening also creates disorder. Short telomeres is shown to cause lower levels of transcription of DNA in the cell, and causes general organizational disorder, creating slow and inefficient cells before they even become senescent. But exactly how much does telomere shortening affect our lifespan? In a test on telomere length and probability of dying from disease, those with short telomeres were 3 times more likely to die from heart disease, and 9 from infectious disease. One scientist, who has spent his life researching telomeres, believes if we could stop telomere shortening, we could add 10 to 30 years on our lifespan. So what can we do about this? In quick-dividing cells, like skin and hair cells, an enzyme called telomerase is known to add base pairs to telomeres, keeping them along. Scientists have been studying this enzyme and how to make other cells in the human body express it. One group of scientists has induced 2 telomerase-negative cells express the enzyme by introducing telomerase DNA, in the form of vectors into these cells. The cells expressing telomerase not only had longer telomeres but also divided more vigorously and exceeded their normal life span by 20 times a normal cell of that type. Of course, telomere shortening is not the only cause of aging. There is environmental factors, but another major cause of cellular aging is oxidative stress, which is damage to DNA, proteins, and lipids in the cell caused by oxidants. Oxidants are highly reactive substances, which are produced naturally, but also come from infection, and the usage of cigarettes and alcohol. Also, effects of aging have been found to be caused by the depletion of stem cells as we age, as well as lower amounts of resources within the cell. This tells us there is not one simple solution to end aging, but a complex system that produces the effects of aging, much like the complexity of life itself. Telomere shortening may not be the only solution, but if ending telomere shortening could lessen cancer and even add just 10 years to our lives, it could make a big difference in the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.